What is up? It's your boy Bones, and this is Shelf 4. I think last time we left off on Exorcist or something like that. But let's get into it. First up, Exorcism of Emily Rose. With the slip. I've never really seen this, but every once in a while I want to see some possession movie. So next up we have The Exorcism of Anna Eklund. Never seen it, but put it in the collection. And then, like my boy JM from Horrific Nightmare said, Exist is an awesome Bigfoot movie directed by Sanchez from the Blair Witch Project, and this is a really awesome, realistic Bigfoot movie with like great effects, and it's actually pretty terrifying. I watched it once at night and it was a bad idea, but I was looking at this and there's a digital code in here, but I don't know. I don't really use digital codes, so I usually just give them away. Up next is Extinction. Some sort of apocalyptic horror. Of course, Jeffrey Donovan is the guy from Blair Witch Project 2. Book of Shadows. We got some serial killer action. Mila Jovovich, Faces in the Crowd. Yeah. Then we have a classic movie. I watched this hundreds of times. Robert Rodriguez. Cool. Faculty. I mean, there's a bunch of people in here. You have what's his name? Willow Baggins. I can't remember his name. Elijah Wood. Brewster. Man, you got so many people in here. Salma Hayek's in this. Famke Janssen. Robert Patrick's in here. And of course, Josh Hartnett. That's what I was trying to get. Classic movie. Seen it lots of times. Oh, I guess I have two. Does this have the insert as well? Yeah, it does. Yep. There's two. And then of course I have the Blu-ray. Pretty cool movie. And then we got Farmhouse with Kelly Hu and Steven Weber. Looks pretty interesting, pretty crazy. Never seen it. We have The Fear Gold Series Collector's Edition. I think Wes Craven makes a cameo in this movie. I've never seen it complete, like perfect, but I've seen it a couple times, and I know that there's a part 2 that's set like in Halloween, and I've always looked for it, but I've never found it. But I'll keep hunting for it. But this is the first one, The Fear. Then we have oldschoolfear.com with Stephen Dorff and Stephen Ray. Snapback. I've never really seen this, but it's in the collection. Then we have Fear of the Dark. Don't Close Your Eyes. I've never seen this either. Then we have an Anchor Bay. Fear No Evil. The insert. Um, I don't know much about this one, but you could see there's some undead people there. I guess it's like what do you call it? The Rapture or something like that. End of Days. Up next we have Feast, unrated. I've actually never seen this series of movies, but some people have told me it's good, and I've heard sometimes that it's real cheesy. But I have Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds. I guess one day I'll have to watch these and decide for myself. Feast 3, The Happy Finish. We have the original Final Destination, Snapback. This is the only one I really ever watched. It has a cool like double open card. I've seen this one a couple of times, but I just never really got into the next ones in the series. But I do own them. Well, some of them. So I have Final Destination 2. You can't cheat death twice. Insert. Then I have Final Destination 3. Never really seen this one. It's a double disc. I know there's more, but I never really ran across them out there in the wilderness. Then this is a pretty rare movie. I think I forget how much it's going for. But The Final Program, The Future is Canceled. And it's Anchor Bay. I have the insert. I learned something about this movie. It's based on a book by Michael Moorcock, who wrote, what's that? Elric, which I actually have the graphic novel and a lot of the books, and I've actually read them. So I never knew that, so that was pretty interesting. Elizabeth Shue, Firstborn. I guess some kind of freaky baby movie. Then the classic Lou Diamond Phillips, The First Power. Man, I seen this movie when I was a kid. I love this movie. I seen it a bunch of times. Little did I know when I was young that in the future they would make a Blu-ray edition. It's an awesome movie. I mean, the killer's a freaky guy, and he has like powers, and people don't believe him, and there's also like mind games involved, and it's just awesome. Up next we have 5 Days to Midnight with Timothy Hutton and Randy Quaid. I've actually never seen this, so I'm not sure. That's weird. It's a 2-disc, but I guess he's like some kind of has psychic powers or something. Up next we have the original Flatliners with Kevin Bacon, Julia Roberts, and Kiefer Sutherland. Awesome. I mean, pretty good movie. I wouldn't say awesome, but I've seen it various times. And of course, I have the Blu-ray. Got it at the pawn shop, obviously. Check the inside out. And I know that there was the latest edition was that black where it had like I saw it at FYE, but I saw it and I was like, I like the movie, but not so much. But maybe I'll pick it up if I ever run across it, but I just didn't. But okay, moving on down the line, we have The Fly, David Cronenberg, Jeff Goldblum, what's her name? Uh, Gina Davis. And then this is the one that came with that card. I've never run across the DVD Hunting, so that's pretty weird. But I mean, that movie's crazy. And then, fun fact, that girl, when he's arm wrestling the guy, is actually the girl that likes to get naked in Humongous, which is another horror movie that I have. Then you have Fly 2 with Eric Stoltz. 2 discs. Daphne Zuniga. And the best part about this is that this one of the discs has a documentary about the whole Fly series, like from the 50s all the way till these, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty good documentary. And we have The Fourth Floor, Juliette Lewis, William Hurt. Never seen it. Looks like terror lives on the 4th floor. The Forest. I know this is based on that forest in Japan where the people like commit suicide and stuff, but I seen this. I watched it once, and then I was like, if it's really good, I'll look for it on Blu-ray. But it wasn't that good. It was okay, but I don't have to see it again. I saw it once. Forget Me Not. Another movie like in that same style of like like 2010, something like that time period. Oh, The Forgotten with Julianne Moore. This is actually an alien abduction movie. That's pretty weird. It's okay. I seen it probably like 3 times, but after that was enough. I didn't need to see it again. They rarely show the aliens, if at all. So let's get into a better movie, Frailty, with Bill Paxton and Matthew McConaughey. Awesome movie. Really underrated, which is about the Bill Paxton's his dad, and he's telling the cops about what happened, that his dad was the God Hand killer, and it has some crazy aspects in it, like the dad could see people like what they really are. I have 2, and the dad has visions, and like where the Archangel Michael appears to him, and it's like really weird. And then of course I have the Blu-ray because this movie's so good. I had to get the Blu-ray. You never seen Frailty? Check it out. It's really underrated. Up next we have Franklin. Beyond Fear, Beyond Imagination. I guess it's just like a other dimension movie or something like that. I've never seen it. I might check it out. And we have Frankenfish. You don't need no explanation. It's Frankenfish. Frankenstein, which is just like some weird Frankenstein movie. I've never seen it. Donald Sutherland's in it. William Hurt. Then you have Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with Robert De Niro and Kenneth Branagh. Now, people sometimes say that this isn't that good, but actually Robert De Niro plays a good Frankenstein. It's like out of character for him, but he does a good job. Another weird Frankenstein movie, The True Story. Never seen it, but it has Jane Seymour. Frankenstein Theory. Never seen it. A newer Frankenstein version. And then this awesome gem, Roger Corman's Frankenstein Unbound. Now it makes me laugh because the first time I saw this, I was like, all right, Frankenstein movie, man. Then I saw he started like ripping off people's heads and like tearing off arms, and the Frankenstein monster in this is just like really brutal. That's a good movie. It has a lot of actors too. It has Raul Julia, John Hurt from Alien. It's pretty crazy. If you've never seen it, check it out. Then we have Frayed, serial killer movie. I never seen this, but H.P. Lovecraft From Beyond, unrated director's cut. I know they made a Blu-ray of this, but I haven't picked it up yet. But this is like really like body horror, kind of like The Fly, I guess. I was surprised when I was looking through these. I don't own Dusk Till Dawn on DVD. I mean, I just never ran across it, but it's like one of my favorite vampire movies. I mean, Salma Hayek dancing, George Clooney being a badass. It's a great vampire movie, but I do own it on Blu-ray. And Dusk Till Dawn 2. You know what? I think I might own it. I just misplaced it, but I have to look for it because I think I have that Full Tilt Boogie, which is like the documentary about Dusk Till Dawn or something like that. It's something like that. But moving on, From Hell, Jack the Ripper movie. This is a limited edition double disc. What is it? Heather Graham, Johnny Depp. The Hughes brothers directed this. I remember that. Oh, last Halloween, remember everybody was picking up these different art cases from Walmart. Coloring book inside, but of course I never opened mine. And of course I have the Blu-ray. Alright, I've seen it various times. Frost, Gary Busey. Never seen it. Vampire movie. This is an awesome movie. Frozen, where some friends get stuck on that ride that takes you up when you're skiing, and then there's wolves, and oh, it's pretty traumatizing actually. And of course we have the Funhouse Scream Factory edition with the slip. Awesome movie. Fun fact, the girl that the little boy scares, the sister, she ends up being she plays Mozart's wife in Amadeus, which is like one of my favorite movies. And then the last one for this round is Fury of the Wolfman, monster classic, sealed. Pretty cool. Stick around for part 2.